Well, hey everybody, welcome to the fourth annual CBAT show or something.
Yeah,
Is
let's
that
go
what we're
back.
on?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look, we said last time that we were doing our annual CBAT show, and we are continuing that tradition today.
You know what? At least we're like on point with that. It's something.
Yeah. I mean, look, we've got some fans out there, primarily Smitty,
Mostly Smitty,
mostly Smitty.
but
Hi, Smitty.
but there are
Maybe bullies me
several
about this all
others.
the time.
There are
Well,
several other fans.
yes, there are. I was gonna say dozens, but that's not true. There are.
Might be.
Okay, there are ones of fans out there,
It should be dozens or more.
right? All right, but so as of course you all know because you can see the thumbnail and the video title, we're watching White Zombie. Okay.
Yes. Allow me to introduce this movie as I have the Wikipedia page up for this. This is a
And you know anyone can write anything they
uh,
want on Wikipedia, so
right.
you know you're getting the best information.
Right. Right. I'm not going to read the whole page. But if I do, I'll read it very slowly. No, it's from 1932. It is public domain, which means we will get to see it. Yay!
Hooray!
And basically gonna leave it at that. I mean, I'll say that there's a bit Bela Lugosi in it, and some people have said this is like the first ever zombie movie. Maybe I don't know. What
There
do I know?
may there may or may not be a white zombie in it.
And
True.
on this Wikipedia page, uh, you can actually watch and or download the movie directly from the page, from the Wikipedia page, where I got this file that we'll be watching today. So, all right. So, without further ado, unless there's anything else, I'm gonna play and get this started.
Let's do it.
I'm scared.
Me too.
Oh, we should have done volume checks for the
Well,
movie.
we're probably going to be okay.
Well, I might have to make it quieter for me.
By the way, this noise
Know,
is in the video, not on my microphone.
I did not even know that they were doing Halperin productions back in 1932. Alright, let's go again. I have to turn this volume down for me. I don't know how it is for you guys. Anyway.
It was loud.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling pretty hooked on a feeling.
Are you high on believing?
Not right now, but
Something.
maybe later.
Yeah. I mean, I recognize Bela Lugosi, so that's a good idea. But he's not going to play Dracula, is he?
I don't think Dracula is in this because I think it's about zombies.
But
If
I
we
thought
get a surprise Dracula appearance controlling a white zombie, I'm gonna be. Oh, maybe the white zombie is Dracula.
ooh.
Bela Lugosi's just always Dracula, even when he's.
I mean, that was my impression of Bela Lugosi.
That could be it.
Well, I do like the Dracula-esque carriage in the tropical wilderness. It's a weird juxtaposition.
Those colonizers.
I mean, it is called White Zombie, so yeah. I'm not expecting.
And this movie's from the 30s.
Right.
I mean, I don't know what you're.
And
Yeah.
and their chauffeur is black.
In the road.
Yeah, see, this is those strange
Driver.
Caribbean black people and their strange ways.
You know themselves. They're afraid of the men who dead bodies. So they take the grave in the middle of the road. They're people. That's all of the time.
So you're just always
But that's
driving
actually-
over bodies?
No, they bury the bodies under the road so that way nobody can steal the body because then there's always somebody watching. It's actually pretty clever if that's what you're really worried about.
Yeah, I guess. But it also feels weird to be always
What if
driving over
they're
bodies.
actually- What if they're actually exhuming a body and lying about it?
I don't know, but that guy's got some googly eyes. The
Well,
guy in the carriage, he's got like the crazy eyes.
he's a black guy in a movie in the 30s, so.
No, the guy in the carriage.
Oh. Ooh,
Yeah,
but whose
he-
eyes are
Some
these?
Crazy eyes right there. If that's
Those
not
are-
Bela Lugosi, I don't know.
It's such a weird fade effect. And then it just hard cuts again. Thanks, guys.
You know where is the house of Pierre Beaumont?
Is that a no?
Acting.
Do you wax your eyebrow hairs?
I think he was born like that.
Uh-oh.
Might wanna
Zombie! Zombie! Hey!
get out of it.
One of the signs of being a zombie is carefully waxed eyebrows.
Oh no, scarf. That was I feel like that was a cemetery that was kind of like up on a hill.
Yes.
What the what?
It's just a bunch of zombies, but these are voodoo zombies, not like virus
Yeah.
zombies.
Yeah, voodoo zombies. I like voodoo zombies. They're kind of underrated nowadays.
Yeah, everyone goes with just the virus zombie, but like, look, there's a reason that D&D has been sticking with basically voodoo zombies for a long time. Because there's something to be said for magically controlled zombies.
I'm here for voodoo zombies. I also got some serious, like, I'm gonna steal your panties later vibes from that guy.
Yeah.
Why did you drive like that? Might have been killed. Worse than that, miss. He might have been caught. Caught?
Yeah.
By whom? Those
By the
men you
zombies.
spoke to? They are not men, miss. They are dead bodies.
Did they not give that guy the script?
Yes.
No, apparently, well,
Zombies.
like they did, but he just got lazy, and it was in with him in the carriage the whole time, but he just didn't bother to read it.
Or made to work. Look! Here they come.
Oh, that's them? That's the big shot?
Oh,
I'm just gonna say, the Godzilla reveal shot was way better than that shot.
well, that was in
That guy literally
1954.
said, "Here." That guy literally said, "Here they come," rode away, left those two people there, and then he just went back to immediately ignoring what was going on and staring at his girlfriend wife.
Excuse me, please.
Well, yeah, because he doesn't believe in it.
He- I think he forgot again.
I'm sorry.
He's just too pretty, obviously.
No, it wasn't you. Something happened back
Yeah,
on the
he's
road.
got that great widow's peak.
We stopped to speak to some men. Our driver told us they weren't men at all. He said they were corpses.
I guess he does kind of sort of remember.
Corpses.
Yes, corpses.
Surely you don't believe it, do you? No.
Maybe a little.
I don't know.
Exactly, yep.
Full of nonsense and superstition. They're always mixed up with a lot of mysteries that turn your hair gray. I've been a missionary here for, 30 years, and at times I don't know what to think. Come, let's go in the house. Oh, yes. Huh? Come, Dick.
Wait, so he's a missionary. Is it that Christians can't become zombies? Is that a rule?
I don't know. They might find out.
You're
If
expected
you pray them away, I guess. Maybe not. I don't know.
I've been sent
Holy
for to
water
marry.
versus voodoo zombies.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, normally holy water works against vampires, but voodoo zombies are like, they're a whole own subspecies of undead, so who knows?
Well, what do you think, Smitty? Leave a comment what you think the answer is.
Yeah.
And,
how long is it that you know,
yeah.
Mr.
Holy water works
Only a
against
few days. Abbott introduced
D&D
them on the
zombies,
docks and
but
brought
that's
in.
usually also not a Christian god most of the
I
time.
met
But
him on
you
the
could
ship
run it with a
coming from
Christian
New
god
York.
and make holy water if you wanted to, I guess.
You know, I played a
Oh, Madeline and I
explicitly
planned to be married the
Christian-themed
moment she
tabletop RPG once. It was
Beaumont
weird.
persuaded us to come here. And he promised
Instead of
to
casting
I need to hear about this.
spells, instead of casting spells, you had to recite from your own player memory Bible verses,
Strange.
and that would have some effect that
Very
was basically a
strange.
spell.
That sounds way more intense than regular D&D, where
Yeah,
they don't
it
actually
does.
tell you what the verbal components of spells are.
Yeah, no, in this game, it's like, oh, the verbal component is just like Isaiah whatever. Just learn it.
Oh,
Okay.
God. There's some
It's all
implications
right,
with that.
isn't it, Doctor?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess so. You see, I've only met Mr. Beaumont once or twice.
but he never struck me like a man that would take the trouble to play fairy godfather to a young couple like you.
Is this Lurch?
Hey, apparently.
I just wonder why they
Unless
turned the
what,
noise
sir?
up instead of down when they were mixing.
Oh, I think you're assuming that they have way better audio mixing equipment than they actually did.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, back in the early 1930s, maybe they didn't
I'm
have
a meddling old fool.
very good technology like,
I feel a good deal better.
we
Yeah.
have now
being
in
out of
our
this
in our
place.
watches.
After
I don't think
American
automatic
social
noise
media.
reduction was a thing in 1936.
It still feels like they tried to make it louder than quieter, though.
The young
By mistake.
people have
No,
arrived,
too late.
sir, and Dr. Brunner
I like that
Change it
weapon
waiting in
rack.
the reception hall.
Show them to their room and tell them I'm out.
Wait, is this the guy who owns the
wait.
house?
Perhaps I'd better see them. It might look odd if I didn't.
Very odd, sir.
Yeah, if they're your
Especially as
guests.
Dr. Brunner is a trifle skeptical as to your motives, sir.
Never mind my motives. Has that other person sent word yet?
So
No,
in
sir, not
in
yet.
1936, was this not like a well-known suspicious horror movie setup?
24 hours late.
Because it feels like
Wish
one to
you'd
me.
Keep away from that
I mean,
man,
it's
sir.
the first feature-length
He'll
zombie
make trouble
film,
for you.
which
I-
also
You
gave
needn't worry
birth to
about that.
cinematic voodoo.
I'm
So
not-
I know,
none of
but-
that was real before.
I'm not
But here's the thing:
frightened,
so
sir.
far,
You should
this
know
movie's
that.
plot is just
But what
the
you're
first act
planning
of
is
Dracula.
dangerous.
Literally.
Don't you suppose I know that, Silver?
The only difference is that the wife girlfriend comes along instead of leaving the guy on his own to the creepy mansion in the middle of nowhere.
The only difference is that Bela Lugosi isn't
Nothing matters
Dracula
if I can't
in
have
this
her.
movie.
That's
He's
true.
A zombie.
So far, it's
That's
exactly
it
the
in
plot.
this
Which
movie.
is still Dracula, by the way.
Yeah,
And a lot
basically.
of lore, Dracula
Still-
controls
still
zombies.
same-
Like Eddie?
So far, this is just Dracula, except set in the Caribbean instead of Transylvania.
I'm delighted to see you. Neil, you're more than welcome. Thank you, sir.
Which, hey, I like Dracula. It's a good book, so I'm not complaining. I'm just saying this is very obvious.
My head is
There's a-
kind of
there's a native family living
superimposing
here. I've
our
been finding people a long
boot-wearing, curly-haired boy here with Billy Zane.
I leave.
Well, a real man makes his own luck.
No, I'm a son-in-law.
Titanic.
That's a great pity. We had something very special prepared for this occasion. It was very good of you, Madeline, to humor the whim of a lonely man. There was so little time to prepare.
Uh-oh.
I couldn't do half the things I wanted to.
Oh,
You've
No, wait a
done more
minute.
than enough
That
already,
reaction
Mr.
shot.
Mark, for a comparative giving Neil a position in the state.
Neil?
I'm right here.
Yes, yes, indeed. Oh, yes, of course. I'm sure Neil will make a very good agent.
he just goes right back to ignoring him. I like this.
Get some rest.
I'm here for this love triangle. This is
Silver.
more amusing. Are they married,
Silver will show you to your
It-
rooms.
or are they just seeing each other?
They are fiancés.
Are they?
Oh, okay, they're engaged.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean,
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm just reading the Wikipedia.
oh, okay. Well, like I said, anyone can write literally anything in there, so you know you're getting the best information.
Well, and I'm pretty sure that
I think that's what they said at the beginning.
whatever the Wikipedia says, as I'm reading it now, after Smitty's done fixing it, it'll be even more accurate.
Good point. Get on it,
Maybe when
Smitty.
we do Seabad Revisited, White Zombie Part 2.
Wait, is there actually a sequel to this
Well,
movie?
it would be us doing the movie again.
Oh,
to
okay.
Revisit it. Yeah. Which we don't do that.
You know, technically, we could just shoot a sequel to this because it's in the public domain.
That is, yeah.
He's German. That's an Iron Cross. Doesn't. I mean,
That's definitely not Igor.
I think it's supposed to be a zombie.
What gives you that idea?
Well,
Igor may as well be a zombie.
true.
It's all of the above.
Oh, that's what you need zombies for. They make flour, apparently.
I mean, to be fair, using zombies as basic menial labor is actually pretty eco-friendly and good for the economy.
I mean, look, that's what they did with Shaun of the Dead, right? At the end of that movie, they just use
Yeah.
like zombies to like bring in the carts at the grocery store.
Yep.
Which, by the way,
That's it.
Shaun of the Dead, excellent zombie movie.
I guess it's a little bit more problematic if they're killing people to make zombies. But if they're just picking up people that are already dying or dead for whatever cause, then
Yeah, I mean, you didn't kill him. It's fine. Although, wait,
yeah,
that's not
they're not
flour.
using that body anymore.
But hold on, that's not flour. That's just a bunch of leaves. What are they actually doing?
Maybe it's pulp.
Oh no!
Oh, it's a waste of a perfectly good zombie.
But I feel like it's also gonna ruin whatever it is they're trying to make.
Nobody seems upset by this.
It's just a secret ingredient. People like those.
Guess that is one of the fun things about magically controlled zombies. They can actually complete a task of like, hey, pay attention, we're going this way.
Right? Although, man, they
Reminds
picked
me
the
of
worst sound
Deployment a little
effects.
bit.
Yeah. Including
They
the
don't really
guy
look
falling
very
into a
dead.
thing. Well, you know, 30s makeup.
Fair enough.
Hey, look, it's Bela Lugosi.
Definitely not Dracula.
Correct.
His name is actually Dr. Acula in this.
Oh, that makes sense.
He does seem a little bit disturbed by the zombies, so I don't think he's the one making them.
No, his
Maybe
name
this is before he became Dracula. This is a prequel.
Well, that is a question we could find out. Hey, Duke, find out when the first movie with Bela Lugosi as Dracula came out.
Please,
Oh, Duke's not here.
Duke.
please.
Smitty, let us know in the comments.
Yeah. If Duke doesn't
I'm sorry.
in the comments, then Smitty can.
Okay. If Smitty listens to us, he's gonna have to leave like 40
I've
comments.
been on a journey.
Well, he's already left a bunch. I'm sure.
That's probably true.
I'm sure first he was like first, and then he was like and then he was like
They are
a
not
bunch of stuff like
worried
that.
about long hours.
And I
I
don't
kind
blame
of
him.
hope he watches the whole thing and then just leaves one
You
comment with a
produce
bunch
some
of
men
like
mine on your plantation, no.
He just has a running comment, and it ends
A
up
running
being like
comment,
4
yeah.
pages long.
What I want.
yeah.
With timestamps. Just make sure you type
That-
Perhaps you
first,
Now,
so people
about
can-
the young lady.
That's some facial hair.
You've seen her?
I'm here for it. I'm about this.
The roast.
When will then be now?
Soon. Oh, so wait, they're making textiles?
Oh, that's the girl's thing that he took.
There
Oh.
What's
Okay.
with the leopard head on
Let's
the
be married.
or jaguar, I guess, probably?
You've
Well,
waited too long.
you kill a
to-
jaguar, you mount it, right?
What do you want me to do?
It's just on the desk.
Yeah.
She was to disappear.
He's not finished putting it up on the wall.
Well, he only killed the
What
head.
do you hope to
The
gain
rest of the body became a
from your
zombie.
disappearance?
Oh, fair enough.
Every-
They couldn't get it in the camera angle on the wall
Do you think
quite
she will
right
forget her lover
the
in
way
a
they
month?
wanted to, so they just went with the
Just give me
desk.
a month. One little month. Not in a month.
I made that up.
Not even a year.
I
Oh wait, that was
could tell.
today's fiction of the week! Yay!
Yay, of the year.
Of the
I
year.
looked into your eyes.
I think my favorite is when there's somebody. They did this joke in oh, it wasn't Shaun of the Dead. It was the other one.
They're to be married.
Hot Fuzz,
Hmm.
where there's a somebody sitting there and they've got a picture of themselves behind them.
Was it the Timothy Dalton character?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The super department owner,
That is where
grocery store.
By the way, Timothy Dalton, underrated actor.
Yeah.
cost,
Just putting it out there.
cost is heavy. You give me what I want, and you may ask anything.
We all want to sleep with the only girl in the movie.
Yeah, that's probably a plot point coming up. Oh, look, see, they painted bones on his hand so he looks more dead.
Now
Wait.
kiss.
Wait, was that a Dracula bite?
Almost.
Oh, a whisper? But what did he say?
You said anything. Oh, and what he
Any
said,
prize.
they obviously want at least one of the couple become zombies for reasons.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not the girl.
Only a pinpoint. A silver mark.
Oh, they want blood.
Glass of wine. Or perhaps a flower.
Yeah, flower.
That is like barely
Time is
anything.
very
I don't know
brief.
why this guy's got a problem with it.
Will you share if I'm to help you?
It's not his blood.
So.
You can't just take people's
Keep
blood.
it, monsieur.
Stealing.
Back
their
in the
blood.
early 30s,
Keep it.
you weren't supposed to,
You
but it
may
was a little
change
easier to get
your
away with.
mind.
I'm not gonna lie, if I was wanting to have it, like, you're already pretty deep in this with with this guy. I'm pretty sure you. Why are you getting squeamish now?
Yeah, I mean, you have been in a factory full of like corpses.
Send me word.
Oh, but they weren't white people, so it doesn't count. Because it is the 30s.
So it's like specifically, listen, I need some white people blood,
Hmm.
so I can make a white zombie.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's
Whoa, that's the title.
exactly.
Ew.
I mean, look, when you came into a movie called White Zombie, did you expect it to not be racist?
No, but there's like a white maid.
She's just pale. And
Whoa, look at that skin.
oof, Ben, you didn't tell me this was going to be a porno.
Evil spirit. Close it.
That's what I told you about The Room the first time I watched that. I was like, I turned it off after 15 minutes because all it is just like 2 or 3 sex scenes and.
They're supposed to be getting married here. Okay.
Oh. Yeah, let's go get married on Zombie Island.
I mean,
I love you, Madeline, more than anything else in this whole world, dear. Heaven or hell lies in this little moment from you. You can raise me up to paradise, or you can blast my world into nothingness.
you're walking her down the aisle, dude.
I can make
Right?
you envy. You'll never even-
Maybe don't hit on her
I'll give
right
my
now.
life to make you happy.
Wait till she has an unhappy marriage, then hit on her.
Yeah, there you go.
It's too late.
In fact, sabotage it.
There you go.
Don't go into
Turn her husband into a
We can
zombie.
be in Port-au-Prince in half an hour. There's a boat sailing at midnight.
Dude,
You've been so wonderful. Don't spoil everything.
right? Yeah, I'm with her on this one. Like,
Yeah,
come on,
dude,
dude.
your timing. I feel like this
One
is
last
something
kiss
you should have
before I
said
leave
like
for
2 years ago.
Right? Oh, man.
He's like, I can turn her into a zombie, then she'll be mine.
This ought to do it. This one flower.
Well, it's got a pinprick on it. It's gonna poke her finger.
What if she just doesn't? Like that.
Aw.
Darn it!
But his plan failed. Curses.
Everyone knows that everyone always pricks their fingers on the thorns. Every time! How could this have happened to me?
We are gathered
Is it just me,
together
or he didn't seem like he wanted to hold her hand? Why is that guy standing in the middle of that?
to join together
Maybe they're actually gonna be a throuple and we just don't know because in the 30s that wasn't okay.
state.
Excuse me, third wheel, can you roll back?
Is this a greenhouse? It's got a lot. Oh, it's just a yard? Okay. Oof. Could you look a little bit more sinister? I don't know if we get that you're the bad guy. I mean, sure,
I
the
think that-
cape is helping.
He's the bad guy? Oh.
I think the music could be more evil sounding.
Wait, what's happening?
When
He's
we-
using her. It's voodoo magic. He's doing voodoo magic. You have to have something that is owned by the other person
Got it.
to be able to do voodoo magic
Oh,
properly.
okay. I'm just not well versed on my movie voodoo.
So technically, the way voodoo lore goes, like in media, I don't know about like real voodoo lore, but thank you, Vulture. I appreciate that.
Wait,
Look at his face.
that sounded like my ex.
It's not even a vulture, it's a plucked eagle. What the heck, guys? Don't just pluck an eagle, you dicks.
There were different rules on what you could do back in 1932.
Still, that's a dick move, man.
He's gonna carve that so it looks a little bit more like her on the candle, and then they'll be able to light it and stuff. But voodoo tends to go with like the closer you are to the thing that they have of you, the more powerful the magic will be. That's why like things like the tooth fairy exist.
Okay. Also, I'm still a
So
little bit
like
upset.
toenail clippings and teeth and hair are
Ew.
usually like the high tier quality stuff you can get. Teeth being like the highest, then nail, then like
So-
toenail specifically.
What you're saying
hair.
is, before I curse someone, I have to knock a tooth.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to do voodoo anyway.
Within the glass?
Fair.
What if you have access to their dental records and you recreate
My fortune.
I
a
don't.
model of their
I think it
teeth?
has to actually be a body part.
Yeah, that's not gonna quite work so well.
What if I can just get a whole finger?
What,
do you
what
see
if
in
whatever
the glass?
voodoo monster is really dumb and doesn't know the difference? It's a
I
really
like-
good lookalike.
I don't know.
I like how this woman has like no anything to her.
Is that
Yeah, she just exists,
No,
and
I.
she exists to kind of look like a flapper.
Yep,
Uh oh.
it's the voodoo man.
Oh, he blinked.
No,
Also, I now know where the Star Trek: The Original Series got the look for the Klingons. It's this guy.
yep. Yeah. Now he's controlling her now because of that wrap and the candle. He'll have control over her for as long as the candle burns.
So the Gowron look really comes from Bela Lugosi.
Well,
See, he's lighting the candle. What'd I tell you? I know my voodoo.
Josh, are you secretly a voodoo priestess?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Bash, have you seen this before?
Nope.
Me neither. Actually, it would be fine if you had, though, because we've had movies that we've seen before on this show,
That's true.
which people may or may not remember. I forgot because it's been years, but. I like how it's taking a long time for a. Oh, I get it. Never mind. I thought he was trying to light it on fire. He's not. Oh, there it is.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I really liked the voodoo man in Princess and the Frog, the Disney one. Bro, oh god, the camera.
I think got out of focus a little bit. That's alright, we'll just keep that take.
See,
Oh,
she's
now
dead.
she's dead. Okay.
Yeah, because she's gonna be a zombie now because he voodoo magic killed her.
By walking way too close to the camera.
Yes. Actually, in situations like this, wouldn't it be more common to take her body home, not bury her here?
So nowadays, yes, but like they don't have like refrigerated like plane cargo things or anything. Like she's just gonna rot away on that trip.
Yeah, fair enough. Not if she's a zombie, maybe.
Well, yeah, I don't know how zombieism works in this universe with like decay and whatnot, but they don't think she's a zombie. They just think she's dead.
I'm kind of surprised the other guy doesn't think she's a zombie, since he knew what was going on.
Well, he didn't get the blood, so you know,
Oh, wow.
so realistic.
Acting! Alright, I think I'm done with that.
You know what? I don't think I'm gonna blame this guy for it. If that effect looked better, this probably wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah, I mean, having visions of your dead new wife, it's a bad time.
Especially when you're, like, wasted.
Well, yeah.
I do like all the silhouettes on the wall.
Neil,
That would have been way better if the silhouette was faced to- Oh god, it's getting worse.
Go into the wall. Oh.
Like, that would have looked way better if she was actually facing the direction that the shadow was and, like, glancing at him smiling or something.
I'm still waiting for the shadow to, like, I don't know, punch him or flick his ear or something. This scene
Something
will not
spooky?
end. My goodness. I feel like that lasted
Okay.
about 20 seconds longer than it needed to.
Yeah, if it had ended when he hit the wall and like turned around, that probably would have been fine.
I mean, that was. Hey, they gotta pad that runtime. They gotta get to 70 minutes.
Bork bork.
I guess there's a couple of versions: 67 minutes, 68 minutes, 70 minutes. I don't really know.
It
which
probably
one this is.
has to do with how long the credits roll? I don't know. That is definitely a real cemetery and not a set inside of some film studio.
Those are definitely real zombies.
Mm-hmm.
Zombies?
I mean, it was filmed on location.
Yes!
On Zombie Island.
Did you think we could do it alone? In their lifetime, they were my enemies.
Wait, in my lifetime they were my enemies, so you're not alive anymore? He is Dracula.
Secrets I tortured out of him. Von Gelder
Oh,
was
he used to
my
be the old
fallen
voodoo man.
creatures. He fought against my spells until the last. Even yet I have trouble fighting. His Excellency Richard, once Minister of the Interior. Garcia, Brigand Chief,
This is the best characterization in this movie so far.
Captain of Gendarmerie.
I mean, these guys all look really intense.
and then
Yeah, these are his elite zombie
this
crew.
Chauvin.
I like
Yeah.
the dedication of
Aye,
the actors to
executioner.
at least try.
Almost executed
Because you
me.
know they're not going to do a second take, right?
Yeah.
Like that guy just kind of
Look,
blinks a
film
bit
ain't
at
cheap.
the end. They're not going to do another take, so
Just as we will take this one. But what if they regain their souls?
Is that how that works? Can you just regain your soul?
Yeah, in voodoo
That's
magic.
my friend.
When you don't have to be dead to become a zombie in voodoo magic.
Ah.
So
I'm
if you're
learning
not
so
dead,
much.
yeah, you can regain your soul in voodoo magic. It just basically you have to destroy the piece that is holding you hostage. So generally what it is like why they use fingernails mostly is they'll put the fingernail on the back of the neck, and that will be the catalyst for the control spell. And so that's why chopping off a zombie's head tends to stop it.
Okay. Put in the chat if you, or not the chat, sorry, the comments, if you think Chesh is just an actual voodoo priestess. It seems like it. I'm gonna say she knows a suspicious
Yeah, I
amount
didn't
about
believe
this
that.
for someone who isn't an actual voodoo priestess.
I mean, I don't know
Or for
where you're
someone who
getting this
hasn't
idea
seen the
from.
movie before.
Oh, is she gonna be gone?
No, they're taking her body right now.
Oh. Look, I'm filming this right after a Kent with Bent, and I just poured myself another drink, so... Yeah. And yeah, it's like 4 p.m. I don't care, whatever.
It's later than that, but it's not yet 5 p.m. though.
Is this guy gonna
Exactly.
stumble his way all the way to the... Really?
I hope so.
I hope they kill him. I don't like him.
I feel like he's trying to be James Stewart. But
All they have to do is
I don't know
close
if
the
James Stewart
door.
was
That's all
on
I'm...
or not yet.
Literally all they have to do is close the door. Okay. Surely they won't be noticed.
Actually, this movie precedes the acting career of Jimmy Stewart
That seems plausible.
by several years.
Hmm.
4 years older than the.
Also, if you're watching at home, sorry, you're gonna see some... You just saw some disruptions in the video. It's my fault, because I'm an idiot. I'm the one recording. Blame me in the comments, Smitty. Are we sure he's not actually a zombie? Maybe that's what it is. Being a zombie is just a metaphor for being super
He
drunk.
is wearing a lot of white.
Why did they
Oh.
leave the door open?
So they can
Because
breathe.
No one closes doors in movies.
Did I not just say that all they had to do was close the door? They
You
could have
did say
stayed.
that.
They could have stayed down there and just closed the door and waited for him to wander off. Or they could have stayed there and then when he goes in, somebody closes the door behind him and locks it in there.
Stop using your brain.
I really wish that was the scream of him dying, but I know it's not. because
explanations to strike
then that
me.
makes me sad.
Either the body was stolen by members of a death cult that use
Ooh, a
human
death cult.
bones in their ceremonies, or else,
Okay.
or else what? She's not dead.
Or she's a zombie,
And she carried her own casket away
right?
with her
Not
tiny little
dead.
arms.
Are you mad?
Deceptively
I
strong.
saw her die.
It's possible that
Doctor
she's not
signed a
dead because they use
certificate. I
voodoo
saw
magic
them
to put her
bury
under
her.
a spell, which is what he
No,
was
wait.
doing. So no, she's not actually
Wait a
dead,
minute.
and she's
I'm
gonna
not
be a zombie.
But I've lived in these islands for a good many years. And I've seen things with my eyes that made me think I was
It's
crazy.
as opposed to what?
There's
his
superstitions in Haiti.
Seeing things with
nose?
his
The natives
Yeah,
brought
ears.
here from Africa.
Hey, there are people who can
Some
echolocate.
of them can be traced back as far as ancient Egypt.
Ooh.
And beyond that yet, in the countries that was old when Egypt was young. Yes, but what has that to do with Madeline? I kissed her as she lay there in the coffin. And her
That doesn't
lips
sound
were
sanitary.
In the 30s.
Let me explain. Now, just a minute. I'll explain.
Yeah, I would not recommend
Wherever there is
a lot of
superstition,
coughing, kissing.
you will find there is also a practice. Now, do you remember what your driver told you the night he took his
What you
woman?
know is how to not
About
be a
those
sexy
horrible
vampire.
creatures you saw. Yeah. He said
That involves a lot of coughing.
taken from their grave. That's it. Now, wait. Now, that's
It's true, I don't actually know how to be
Now for the practice. The goal
a
is
sexy
to steal the
vampire.
dead corpses.
Well, now I know who not to ask to be in my Vampire the Masquerade game that I'm not really planning on running, but that
I
some
mean, if
people
you're
would
doing
like
a
me to.
non-sexy version of it, you could ask me.
What's even the point of a non-sexy vampire game?
I mean, I don't think I'd
Not
say
her-
yes,
Her
but
body, yes, but not her dead
I
body.
could qualify for that.
Vampires are really
Surely
fun
you
if
don't
you
think
make
she's
them just
alive
actually monsters
hands
though,
of
too,
natives?
so.
They can be sexy
Oh, no,
monsters,
better
though.
dead than that.
Oh no, there usually are. I'm
Yeah.
just saying that like you can also just have like no, the vampires are actually just monsters because they have no, they don't need to bother to seduce you right now.
Yeah. Well, there you go, Ben. You can
You
be one of
don't
the
believe that, do
Nosferatu
you?
clan vampires in the vampire game that I'm not actually playing.
I think I want to be a vampire in any game you're not planning on making.
Fine.
Why would you rather be a werewolf?
No,
Yeah, I think I would rather be a werewolf in a game that you're not planning on making.
I'd make him be a mage. He would hate that.
Oh, I don't know.
Rough.
Yeah.
Your driver
You would, wouldn't you?
believed he saw dead men.
I
Walking
This guy's
cannot.
got his stuff actually mounted on the wall, unlike the other guy.
But what is that
he
thing?
saw with
I have
men
no
alive
idea.
in every
It looks like a
condition.
giant beetle face or something.
Oh,
some
the whole
masks.
thing has me confused.
No, those are
I
people.
just can't understand.
Oh, okay.
I don't blame you.
This guy's actually the big
I
bad
don't
guy.
blame you. I've been trying
Hmm.
for years to get to the bottom of this thing.
Got our BBEG guy. I just said guy.
The
Whatever.
law.
Drunk. I don't care.
The law of Haiti acknowledges the possibility of being buried alive.
Oh, hey, we now have it confirmed we're in Haiti.
Now, Haiti.
I mean, all the weird French references made it pretty clear, but like still, it's nice to actually get firm confirmation we're in Haiti.
Right here. Here's
First four words of the plot. On arrival in Haiti.
Yeah, but we didn't see that.
I know. We didn't. I don't want to read the plot. That would spoil the movie.
What is that on
Instead,
your?
we have Trash just predicting the movie, and that spoils the movie.
Sorry, I'll
Wait,
stop.
we have to drink for your correct.
Oh,
prediction.
don't stop. That's fun.
Oh wait, no, that's a Kentwood thing.
Or lifeless sleep shall be considered attempted.
So you can see he's upset because his hair is disheveled now. Because he's got that one little clump of hair that comes down.
Isn't he
Where's-
still sloshed? Like this is the same day.
I think it's the next day, because I think he stumbled
No,
into.
look at that guy. That guy's totally in his nightcoat.
No, it's
And
just because he
still-
hasn't changed.
No. The guy in the not the guy that's awake that saw the not dead body or no body.
okay.
The guy that's sitting there with the pipe. He's wearing his like overcoat. He showed up in the middle of the night.
Okay, but it's not the middle of the night, and I'm currently in pajama pants because comfort.
Yeah, but this is the 30s, and this is this guy's house.
Yeah, it's his own house. He wears his,
Yeah.
his smoking gown all over the place.
Nah.
Look,
He
he's
threw that on over
smoking.
top of his pajamas.
Look, he's smoking in his study in a smoking gown.
Look at outside. It's nighttime.
You
Is
can't
it
tell in
day
these
for night?
movies.
Or
Yeah,
night
is it day for
day?
night? Is this a set? You can't tell in these 30s movies.
I feel like I'm the
They-
only one paying attention to the plot.
You might
They have more than one light though. So it's weird to have a
Better than
movie with
Manos.
More than one light.
Because
I don't know why.
That reminds me, I gotta actually go ahead and play the Manos: The Hands of Fate video game again. Because I own it on Steam. It's like
was
a
like
$3. Yeah, it was like $1 or $3 or something.
Lay uncover sin.
How mad do you think everybody's gonna be when they find out that the reason I know anything about voodoo is from watching Scooby-Doo?
Oh.
Well,
Hey,
Smitty,
how mad are you?
yeah, tell us right in the comments,
That's
Smitty.
not mad.
You know, if this show ever made it big, we should
Lovely
just
painting.
yeah. If this show ever made it big, we should just call our fans Smitties.
I'm here for it.
When and
Okay.
yes.
Correct. When this show gets big, when this show overtakes Mystery Science Theater 3000 as the premier movie commentary comedy show
Yeah.
in the world.
In the world.
And that will happen tomorrow,
Why
before this
stop
video even
there?
goes out.
Why stop at the world? Why not make it
Okay,
the universe?
my favorite
Or
thing-
at
This
least
is-
between
we-
us and Andromeda.
Did we just travel to his seaside vampire castle?
Basically. But my favorite thing about Bela Lugosi's role in this is that he doesn't always look like stereotypical Bela Lugosi, but then in some shots you're like, oh yeah, okay, that's him. Because, like, he's not technically Dracula, but every once in a while he looks all brooding and you're like, oh hey look, it's Dracula. Yup, that's Bela Lugosi. Oh my goodness, guys, that's her. This is a shock, I was not expecting this.
I like her eyelash makeup.
I bet Smitty wasn't expecting to see her.
Suddenly, this movie turned into Victor and Victoria from Corpse Bride.
Yeah, except there was a whole lot more consent in that movie.
Yeah.
Also, I'll say this. As far as cartoon corpses go, she was pretty attractive. You can take that how you want. Why are you being careful? She's a zombie. She does not care if you put a necklace on.
Because he's being gentle about it, and he's being like a little bit disappointed that she doesn't talk to him anymore because she's a zombie.
Sounds like the ideal wife to me. Ayo! Yay for casually sexist humor.
Foolish things. They can't bring back the light to those eyes. I was mad to do this,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
but if you'd have smiled on me, I'd have done anything for you.
If you'd smiled at me, I wouldn't have let you get killed. Gee, thanks,
not
buddy.
I thought that beauty alone
not dead.
would satisfy.
Still.
But the soul is gone. I can't bear those empty, staring eyes.
Ugh.
How could you have made me do this to you?
Oh, forgive me, Madeline, forgive me.
Maybe she's okay with her eyes and
I can't bear it any
It's-
longer.
not your
I
concern.
must take you
dude.
back.
I have so little sympathy for this man.
Back
Oh,
to the
really?
grave.
Why? Why is that?
I don't know.
No.
Because this
You
is,
must put the light back into
like
her
I said,
eyes
consent.
and bring laughter to
I
her
think
lips.
it's because his tie is the
She
same
must be
color
gay
as
and
his
happy.
shirt, and it's really hard to see.
A charming picture, monsieur.
But I guess there could be a difference.
One that I should like to see myself.
I like how this
Oh.
guy's just enjoying this guy being in pain. He's just like, yeah, this is great.
Well, I mean, he is the evil guy.
Yeah. I like him. I like the evil guy. I want the evil guy to win.
You must bring her back.
Aren't you trifle afraid, monsieur? How do you suppose those eyes will regard you when the brain is able to understand?
Lie.
Probably not favorably.
I mean, I would argue that he should have just killed the guy, like the husband, and then said there was some kind of attack, and then that he totally rescued her, and she was in a coma.
Or zombify him. And like, hey, you can't be with him. He's a zombie. Get with me, girl. And she'll be like, alright.
He could have just, you know, had a conversation with her 2 years prior to
Yeah,
when
that
she
could-
met this other guy.
That could have been good too.
Better to see hatred in them.
Hey, everybody
And
out
that
there, if you
dreadful
got somebody you
emptiness.
like, you should probably just
That's
talk to them
right.
about it.
What? You
Your
shouldn't
feelings
just, like,
destroy
sell their
the
soul
love
to a zombie voodoo guy?
Be careful about shaking
We'll
hands
see
with
how the
zombie
movie
man.
ends. It might still pay off.
Glass of wine? Silver, bring wine. We have a toast to drink.
He's like, bro, it's right here.
You know, this architecture here is exactly how I pictured Haiti.
Yeah, it looks about right to me. Hey, you looking like that, dude?
What is happening?
What was that?
I don't know
Whose
what just
hand is he
happened.
using?
Yeah, but no, that's so you put
There's
your
a
hand
stem.
all over it.
Yeah, pick it up by the
Ah.
stem, you dick.
To the
He didn't
future.
even do that with his own drink. Ah, he just did magic.
Yeah, he probably put something
Why would
in there.
you do? Why did you drink that?
Because he's an idiot.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, you poisoned me while you were picking up the drink like a crazy man.
Pinpoint, monsieur.
Uh-oh.
The flower.
Yeah, he's gonna do this.
Or
Yeah,
perhaps
it's that
a
little
glass of
iocane thing that he did before.
Guess who's gonna become a zombie now?
You already drank it. Why wouldn't you throw it at him?
Why don't you just vomit it?
What are you trying to do to me?
I have
And
other
then call
plans
poison
for
control,
mademoiselle.
and then maybe go to the emergency room.
I'm afraid
Well, maybe you're
I might
fine.
not agree.
You turned him into Dracula. That's what just happened.
I have taken a fancy to you.
Oh,
Silver!
wait, is this a gay panic movie?
Mind powers.
He's got that lens flare in his eye. That's what does it.
Yeah. You know what? I'm kind of impressed by that.
Oh my goodness, we're going out of focus?
I mean, this is a kind of
Into
a.
the lens flare.
That's actually kind of cool if it didn't last that long.
Or if it did go all the way into the lens flare. I don't think they had the technology to film that. At least not until we invent a time machine and go back in the past.
I don't own enough Super Nintendos to invent a time machine. If you get that reference, I mean, congrats.
No, he basically just used hold person. And that person couldn't move, and then the zombies are carrying them away while he's concentrating on the spell.
That checks out.
Don't! Don't!
Don't turn my butler into a zombie. Oh, they threw him over the edge of the cliff.
They just straight killed him. Oh, wait, not yet.
No.
You threw off the Emperor's groove.
Okay.
Yeah, there he goes.
Wait, just into a stream?
No,
Alright.
they're at the top of the cliff, so that goes down.
Yeah, but what if he just stands up and steps right out?
He's paralyzed, man.
Yeah,
To the future, monsieur.
he threw off the Emperor's groove.
That's what you get? You know, I'm gonna do a Google search for Gothic castles in Haiti. Was that the vulture?
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's the eagle again.
With a string on it.
You!
Gothic castle, Haiti.
He just realized that he was the one who killed the girl.
Alright, well, apparently there are some
No! Not that!
fairly castle-like structures in Haiti, I guess, maybe? Maybe? No, there are fortresses. Okay, there are just some fortresses that look vaguely castle-like.
Well, yeah, there's supposed to be a cliffside castle. He's at.
Let's just import, like, sets and whatnot from, like, what would be a Dracula movie, but we're just gonna say it's in Haiti, just don't worry about it, man. It's fine. Guys, move the parakeets away from the microphone.
There are evil spirits in the road. I will give you and a wonder
My goodness, the birds are louder than the dialogue.
and fear.
It's extremely frustrating.
For the
That guy had a hole in the top of his hat?
Was that just a jump cut for no reason?
Doesn't
Yeah,
that
well, I'm
defeat
sure there was a
the
reason.
purpose of a hat?
Young man, he's sick with fever.
Is he?
Has that person ever spoken before?
Before they have you sick.
I don't know
could
who
not
this guy
understand
is.
Neil, why don't you go
any
over
of
there?
that.
We got a hard day.
None of
before
this
us
scene makes
tomorrow.
sense to me. Maybe it's just because it's not the 30s and I don't understand movie making from the 30s.
Now then, yeah, come on.
Look how high I can hike up my pants.
It is a dangerous thing you ask me to do.
Mm.
Oh, well, now,
It is a
listen,
dangerous something.
You're old
Thing
man,
you ask me.
And I want
Okay.
to go on. Turn back before it is too late.
No, no. I've come too far to turn back now.
I'm too
Oh, no, I'm a
old to
stubborn
go
white guy.
all these ways
Nothing's
with
more
you.
powerful than me.
Well, listen. Can't you get
Except that
somebody?
malaria.
My people
And probably the
all
zombies.
live
Well, yeah,
in the
probably.
mountain.
Why?
Because it is called the land of the living dead.
Oh.
What?
Have you ever been there?
I am the only man that ever came from there alive.
He sounds
Ah.
credible, so definitely doesn't sound like a crazy guy.
Yeah. And plus, he's definitely not going to get skin cancer on top of his head.
Murder. Come. I will tell you all about what it is.
Guess
Look at that
done
fancy
with
transition. Oh man, I've never seen a matte painting this big.
That is
Why
real.
did they... Wait, why did they split up?
Because splitting the party is always the right option.
Oh, okay, they're together still. Alright, I just saw the other guy go and then only saw one of them and I was like, what? This is... Okay. Don't do this if you're playing D&D. Do not, like, go right outside the bad guy's lair and start a fire and be like, no, they won't know, it's fine.
I mean,
Is he
okay, but
sick?
Chesh, have you seen our D&D games? Because we do all sorts of crazy stuff like that.
Hey, listen, we're done.
Yeah. Oh
Is
no.
this guy supposed to be sick or is he just nursing that hangover still?
I don't know, but I gotta say, I'm actually starting to get upset by, hey, we plucked a golden eagle's face feathers. Like,
And then
I'm
we threw a
not...
rock at it.
Right? Like,
It was the 30s and there were no animal protections.
Ben, you did not tell me that this movie was going to involve dinosaur abuse.
I've never seen this movie before.
All right.
I did not know,
The living dead.
and I don't know enough about dinosaurs to
There
know.
was at least one dinosaur harmed in the making of this movie.
Right? My goodness, that poor thing.
Oh, I must go and see.
I'll have to yield to your knowledge on that.
I feel way
I have
worse
no
for this.
reason to doubt you.
Lie down.
I feel way worse for the golden eagle than I do for what's her name, who didn't have a personality.
Stronger in the morning.
Or a name.
Yeah, that's true. Did she have a? Does the Wikipedia page give her a name?
Yeah, she
Yeah,
has a
her name-
name.
Her name is Madeline
Go up.
Short.
Yeah.
See what
Oh.
I've been yelling about her name. Madeline.
Oh, you expect me to remember some human's name? No, I care about the dinosaur.
As far as I know, the eagle vulture has not been named.
Look, eagles don't need names, because dinosaurs are okay without them. But they're not okay if you just pull out all the feathers on their head. The dick move.
Why is she so restless tonight?
Okay, the maid on the left
Remember
looks like a perfect zombie, and the fact that she isn't kind of bugs me. Because, like, look at that, like, the dark eyeshadow.
No?
Neither of them are
She is.
supposed to be zombies.
Yeah, I know, but the one on the left looks like a zombie. She should be one. But, like, oh no, we only have one female zombie. What is happening? Oh, okay. It's like a 60s
Oh.
sitcom with a telephone call, except there's no telephone call.
Is he having a vision?
No, I think she's actually standing at the balcony, and he's seeing her because of their connection, but he's actually physically able to, like, spot her.
He's also, like, sick and hungover, maybe? I don't know.
Both.
That's 3 different transitions so far.
They're using as many as they can.
Look,
Yeah.
in the 30s, this was pretty impressive.
4.
Madeline.
This is probably the big scene everyone's
What?
talking about when they have
What?
all those transitions. I really hope it works and he walks like right up to her.
Why?
She's in the matte painting.
Why
I
are
mean, it's
her
all.
Wait, why are her maids there and totally just fine to look after her? Oh yeah, by the way, if you don't give zombies, or skeletons for that matter, any kind of instructions, they tend to just go through, like, their normal daily routine type stuff they would do. Which is why she's doing this.
Hmm.
It's your turn.
Okay.
Let's throw away.
They're creatures of habit. Well, humans are creatures of habit, so...
You.
If you were to zombify everybody at, like, a party
Run away.
and not give them any instructions, they would just continue on whatever they were doing. Or if you were like to raise a soldier who was standing guard, whenever he was done whatever instructions you were doing, he would just go back to guarding his post.
Chesh, are you an actual necromancer in addition to being an actual voodoo priestess?
And knowing voodoo and necromancy are pretty, they're like,
adjacent?
Adjacent branches, yeah.
Okay. So, when you play a wizard in D&D, do you specifically choose necromancer?
I don't tend to play wizards in D&D.
I have noticed that, but if you were to...
If I were to, would I play a necromancer?
Right. Because everyone goes evoker, which, okay, fine.
If I was going to, I would probably do a wizard with a dip into cleric. So that way I could actually have all of the necromantic spells.
Yeah, wizard necromancers get kind of shafted.
You could do if you were a bard, actually, you could be a pretty decent necromancer.
It kind of bothers me that the subclass necromancer is actually one of the worst stereotypical necromancers in D&D 5e.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't play just a straight wizard to be a necromancer if I wanted to play a necromancer.
Okay.
Can you still hear me?
So now I need to write the the adventure. Oops, all wizards.
It is unfortunate you are no longer able to speak. I should be interested to hear you describe your symptoms.
So is this guy supposed to be French?
You see,
I
you
think he's Haitian.
are the first man to know what
Right.
is happening.
But Haiti was colonized by the French.
None of the others did.
Just whittling.
Well, he's making him into a candle. So he can do the same thing to him that he was doing to the girl.
Right, I'm just saying, it's a weird technique, right? Like, I would have my thumb much closer to the tip of the blade so I could have more control and whatnot.
You refuse.
But he's, like, holding it way at the back and just stabbing at it, and it's a weird technique for me.
I remember.
No, not that I've done a lot of carving in my day. I really haven't. I don't do a whole lot of physical sculpting. But, like, I've done enough, like, fine detail miniature painting to know that that's not enough control.
Yeah. I still like the idea more that he's turning him into Dracula, but too bad. That's not what's happening.
Yeah.
Maybe it will be the outcome, but in my headcanon.
This is the actual origin story for Dracula?
Yep. It's got most of the elements.
I mean, the entire first act just was Dracula.
Well, he's making a deal with the devil. He's having the love of his life taken from him by another man.
Well, that's less clear in the book Dracula. Various movie adaptations have been more have leaned into that. But the book was, like, where does Dracula come from?
You don't know. Yeah, the book is more, like, about Dracula already exists, and here's how he operates.
Right.
What? Okay.
Almost made it.
He just, like, stumbled in here. Just kill him. You had the knife. Go grab that knife and just stab him. Oh no, he's got a marvelous, evil Grinch plan to steal Christmas.
Oh wow.
Uh-oh, he's gonna do the hold person spell. That's the somatic component for hold person, in case you don't know.
If you don't get the zoom from the camera, it's not gonna succeed. Good job holding the focus, by the way, cameraman.
Yeah, because you're gonna have to change focal like dynamically as you go for that. So
Yeah, that's not easy, especially on
Mm-mm.
the age of these cameras.
yeah.
I think he was telepathically giving her commands.
Oh.
I like that the doors are all automatic. I like that scene. Just completely walks right by him.
I like that cinematographer were framing her with the like cutout in the banister. That was nice. Focus! Focus!
He's trying. He's doing his best.
I know, we're supposed to be getting like that's like a POV shot, but I just like yelling at the projectionist who doesn't exist. Oh no!
I hope she kills him.
Well, I feel like this movie's gonna end with her getting her soul back after a few deaths. But I don't really know.
Maybe there might be like a, oh, I can't kill him, I love him. Why? Why are you doing this?
That right there, that's an Oscar-worthy performance.
I want a gif of that.
I mean, just do it.
Smitty, make a GIF.
Stab him. Stab
Thank
him.
you, Smitty.
Uh-oh, here it is. What's the significance of that hand gesture in Voodoo, Chesh?
It doesn't.
Oh. Oh no!
It's more of like a. Usually semantics are mostly more of a focusing issue. But I like how there's the implication that he like told her to go get the knife and then is now saying stab the guy. As if she was just gonna come get the knife and walk back to her room.
Yeah.
It's the priest? Who grabbed her hand?
A black robe. That kind of looked like the background.
Were we supposed to not notice that? Was that supposed to be like she stops and then like drops the thing?
I think
Were
we
we
were.
just not supposed to see the hand?
I don't know.
And that now she's just kind of breaking the spell? I still don't really know why this guy is concerned about this one dude.
Madeline. Madeline.
Sarah! Jump! Do a flip.
Madeline. Madeline, I found you. You're alive. alive.
Well, ish.
What's the matter?
Arguably?
I kneel. Oh,
Wait,
my
if
darling.
if the zombies we have
What have
now
they done
in
to
D&D are undead, is she unalive because she's not technically dead yet, but she's not really alive?
I feel like this movie should be remade by the characters in It's Always Sunny in
To
Philadelphia.
you, my friend, they are the
Yes,
angels
I would
of
watch
And
that.
Billy
They could,
and
they
Billy
could do a good
Zane.
job. And Billy Zane. I think they
Right.
could do a good job. Making it like a 3-part episode or something.
Oh no!
They shot Frank Reynolds. I mean,
Okay, that's not gonna stop the zombies though. What? That's not how that works.
what?
The zombies are just running off the cliff now.
Oh, because now they're lemmings.
No, yeah, because they knocked that guy out, but that's not how that should work. So he would only have to concentrate when giving a command, and if so whether or not he's awake or not, once the command is given, the command would be followed through. And even if he is to fall unconscious, the command would follow through, and then they would go back to their normal, like, sitting position, basically.
Even if the command is don't walk off of a cliff, knocking him out wouldn't have.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
If his
Magic.
command was kill that guy, then they would have continued to attempt to kill. And why did it not do a thing to her? Like, this isn't making sense.
he never commanded her to not walk off the cliff. I don't know that. No. Smitty, what's the All right. Smitty will leave a comment.
Madeline, don't you know me, dear? It's
Oh,
me.
she
You
doesn't
smell
have a
like
soul.
really cheap
There.
alcohol.
The moment she recognized you.
He smells like Pirate Bay coconut rum.
Ugh.
Exactly.
Get away.
Come on, let's leave her here where she might walk off the cliff.
So my grandmother,
Just in shock on the cliff.
my grandmother drinks Pirate Bay coconut rum and Fresca, and I once said to her that sounded like awful, and she was like, "Well, have you tried it?" And I was like, "No, let me try it." And I was like, "Yeah, this is awful. Why do you do this to yourself?" Oh no, it's our poor abused eagle. I'm still upset by that.
Yay, knock him off the
Oh.
cliff. Oh, wait, he didn't go with him?
Wow.
Oh.
Oh no, Bela Lugosi, no.
Oh no!
And then he just threw himself over, I guess. And the eagle also decided to throw himself over.
Goodness.
So why not?
I bet they actually killed that poor eagle.
Probably.
It might have actually flown away, but
Mm,
Maybe it's free from its captors that made it
Ugh.
look like that for this horrible movie.
My
I hope
darling.
so.
Yeah, okay, that also doesn't tend to work, by the way. Sometimes it does. In some lore, if you kill the person who's controlling the zombie, then the zombie would be free.
She has very few and very big eyelashes.
And the...
uh-oh.
Excuse me,
Dick.
please.
Oh,
Have you
he's
got a
the
knife?
guy who reached out. He's the hand that reached out.
Mmm.
Stop the knife because he had that black robe on.
Well-
Oh. Okay, that was
Well
weird.
done, movie. Well done in some aspects. I'm not a big fan of the dinosaur torture. Not really okay with that. It can't be that hard to just get a vulture if you can get a freaking golden eagle. Like, come on, man. Or just don't have to have a vulture, or have a vulture puppet. Look,
Just have Bela Lugosi turn into a bat.
there you go. All right, but let's talk about things other than the dinosaur torture.
I like the makeup. I like the
Hmm?
intense look of the zombies, especially in that one scene. Uh,
Yeah, we had some definite Gowron eyes going on with the zombies.
and they were, they were doing, like I said, more effort than you'll see in like modern zombie movies. So
Well, I know someone who was a
that
zombie
comes with
in The Walking Dead, so I could consult that person.
well, I know someone who allegedly knows someone who was uh, a zombie in The Walking Dead.
Yeah, this person was killed on screen by the character Maggie.
Nice.
Yeah. But I, it's a very strange movie. Um, and I can see why we probably went more towards the virus zombie because it's probably scarier inherently. Because like you can't just
Um,
kill one guy and fix the problem.
well, kind of yes and kind of no. The thing is like the horror tends to reflect whatever society is concerned about at the time.
Well,
Zombies currently and viruses are, you know,
We're recording this in 2022, in case anyone was wondering.
yeah.
it's 2020 part 3, but yeah,
Also, yeah.
2022.
But zombies have been popular for a little while, but a lot of that's been allegory for everybody looking at their phones and people not really feeling like they matter in society and that they're basically just this endless horde of like being zombies.
Mhm.
When it comes to magical zombies, there specifically voodoo zombies, there's a whole different culture that they come from, and a whole different idea about an undeath after death, which is its own sort of horror concept. So zombies just aren't as popular in current Western culture because they're just not as applicable to what current Western culture is actually afraid of.
Okay,
Most horror is self-reflective of
that's true.
culture and society. So
Interesting. I've never thought about horror like that before.
Well, I mean, if you watch horror trends, it's definitely the case that horror reflects the aspects of the world that we're scared of. So,
Well,
like,
and Dapper knows I typically avoid the horror genre. I've just a lot of the horror movies I saw early on when I started watching them were like the stinking jump scare horror movies that were just not any good at all. So yeah, there's a lot of good horror out there I've not seen yet.
I don't mind
we'll have to do
good.
Hereditary.
I don't mind good jump scares. I don't like cheap jump scares.
You've
Well, it's yeah, when
There's a
it's so
point where you've earned it.
gimmicky, it's like, come on.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want gimmicks. I
Right.
want a
At a
good
certain point, you've
movie.
earned a jump scare, but too many movies just go straight to the jump scare because they're not
It's
actually
cheap.
scary.
Yeah.
They're startling. That's why you get like,
Yeah.
oh, loud noise for no reason. Like, if
I
there's
don't like that.
if there's a crazy loud noise causing a jump scare, it should be diegetic. If it's just there to startle the audience, you have a bad horror movie on your hands.
Yeah,
You
I don't
need to
like.
change
I don't really
things.
like just being startled for the sake of being startled. Like that's
Yeah.
just not a fun thing for me.
Well, now that we're talking about horror movies in general, I'll say that yeah. First, this isn't scary by modern standards, but I can see why it would have been scary to a less jaded audience, right? Like if you showed this to like a 4-year-old, yeah, it'd probably scare the crap out of that 4.
In a
Especially
movie
like
theater with like those eyes up close and stuff
Yeah,
back in the 30s, I mean that's got to be pretty intense.
especially with the lack of easy access to information about things like what
Haiti.
voodoo actually is and Haiti and other places in the world that may or may not have these cultures. So you can kind of just throw it whatever you want, and because it's different and unique and you've never heard of it before, it's dangerous.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe Haiti really does have a cliffside castle full of like Baroque architecture. I don't know.
Maybe.
I've never been to Haiti. No one I know has ever been to Haiti. I don't even know if there's any pictures of Haiti.
My mom's been to Haiti.
Well, I mean, I actually do know people who've been to Haiti. I'm just talking like if I were in the 30s.
Oh yeah, and like how much do you really know about like the native culture of Haiti in 1930?
Uh, I could probably make out a little bit of Creole, but that's about it.
Yep.
And I could only make out a little bit of Creole because my French is not horrible. It's just mostly bad. But it's better than Chesh's French, even though she's Canadian.
Yeah, Dapper's French is better than mine.
To be fair,
Um,
though, I am half Quebecois, like in terms of ancestry.
I am not.
Plus, you've had 150 million years to try and learn French.
Well,
so-
French wasn't around for most of that.
Yeah, but you still had that much time
Well,
to try to learn it, even if it wasn't around.
No, you can't try to learn a language that doesn't exist yet.
You could have guessed a lot. I
Yeah,
mean,
but that you're just
there's
gonna get
things
that
you could have
wrong.
done.
Maybe.
If
Well-
150 million years, it's a lot of guessing you could do in that much
True.
time.
Anyway, I thought the plot was a little bit meh.
It was
It
very
didn't really
cliche.
hold my attention very well, but it was fun.
So part of the thing is, I just said it was very cliche, but I realized that this is the point in time when these cliches weren't cliche; they were fresh, and they're being
At least
established.
they were fresh. At least they were fresh on screen.
Right.
Not so much in literature, but
Well,
when
yeah,
it
that's
comes to-
true.
but it's the first time people would have been seeing it on big screen, and I mean that's pretty standard. I mean, Star Wars now comes off as being overhyped because people have seen it and they know it, and so it's not a big deal. But when Star Wars first came out, yeah, it's huge. It's a big deal. It's the first
Yeah.
time anybody had seen anything like it. So
All right. Well, we've been going for about an hour and 15, and I think that now the movie has been over for a fair bit. Probably time to wrap up that conversation. So, does anyone have any important stuff they want to say before we get out of here?
I think we should, and probably will be doing more of these, maybe more than one a year.
No promises.
But we'll see what the future holds. But I
Uh,
guarantee that I want to do more.
I liked it. I think that, especially for what it was and where it was from, it was pretty decent about getting things sort of right.
Yeah.
And it although it didn't really hold my attention, I can still say that I think I respect it for what it was, when and what it was.
Well, all I have is brush your teeth because oral hygiene is important.
Don't leave your teeth lying around.
Yeah.
You don't want a voodoo man to get a hold of it.
That's a
Mm-mm.
good point. Yeah.
So yeah, go brush your teeth. Use some mouthwash if you can. Floss, and
Drink water.
Yeah, drink water. Drink plenty of water. Not too much water because you don't want to have like the hypernatremia or whatever it is, or hyponatremia. Yeah, hyponatremia.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
See you guys next time.